Hello everyone, my name is Muir and we've got something new for you today. However, before we get into the video, I'd like to take a moment to tell you that nearly 70% of people who watch our videos are not subscribed. If you're not subscribed, you could do me a huge favor by liking the video, commenting below, subscribing to the channel, and ringing that bell. It really helps with the channel and lets me know that you're liking what I'm making. Alright, without further ado, let's get into the video. Up at the bar, all the way over there. Please, please! Oh, that's great. Okay. So, basically everyone in town is fighting for their lives right now. Against an army an army of bots that just showed up. Ready to attack. Okay, sounds good. Let's do this. Okay, attack. Defend ourselves. Kill them. Actually, we need to go outside. So we can defend ourselves properly with our proper weapons. Kill them. Kill them all. Hey everyone. Go out here. Please, please! This army of soldiers show up and just start jacking everyone up. Let's see, 38, 50. These guys are slightly worse at fighting. There's all these, like, drifters and everybody else just desperately fights these things, trying to kill them. Are they beating up random people? That's good. Them beating up random people means they're not trying to beat us up. But, Thoke, leave them to it. That's pretty funny. Okay. Please! Okay. So. Surrender yourself! Let's see what happens if we run out of here now. Let's get away from this. Police! Police! Are they still after us? Policia! Policia! They are really just single-minded on coming after us. Bone Dog killed? No, the Bone Dog's just eating a corpse. Please, please, and just starts attacking a Bone Dog. Wait, did they win? Hey! Oh no, Thieves Guild friend! Then go take him down. Kill him. No, no. Let's try to go over here. Let's try to disappear. Sneaky break. They'll never see us. As they go running for their lives. Alright. Man, they're really, really into doing their jobs. These guys. Really into being police. They're just like, no, there can be no surrender. They are super into doing their jobs. Okay, sounds fantastic. Alright, let's get out of here. Police! 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 Alright, let's get going again. Let's make our way over to Clown City after luring that entire army over to, over there. Let's make our way over to Clown City. Ah! Okay. Well, that's what happens when you try to rotate the camera while it is loading. You get super spin. Alright, well, we took all those police guards, who were really fanatical, and led them over to Katun. But they're probably still fighting them to this day. Alright, sounds good. Ridiculous, I love it. No, guys, let's all stick together, shall we? Let's all stick together. It'd be harder for things to kill us that way, in theory. Of course, weak things do AoE damage, just like most animals in this game. Which means bone dogs could actually be way more dangerous than... Like, you have a bone dog with maxed out stats. It's probably more dangerous to a group of enemies than... like, some maxed out samurai or something. Because it'll hit most of them. It'll AoE hit all of the enemies it's stacking. Okay. From over there, I thought there was a beak thing running after us. So, when we eventually get to the next season, we will actually be able to outrun normal beak things, most likely. So we'll probably have to lose our legs and then put super legs on them, super scout legs, so we can run at a quintillion miles an hour. So that'll be fun. We won't be able to outrun elder beak things though. Unless we play as Phoenix, at which point, you know, they can run at 45 miles an hour high on athletics anyway. And it just gets higher from there. You can put specials on it. Okay, so what are you guys? Red Sabers. We have nothing to fear from you guys. We should probably go and, like, kill their leader at some point. They are here in this outpost. How are you guys? Operating machines? You are aimless, sad now. Nothing. And 10. So, Sadnil, what happens if I tell you to auto-haul to there as well? And also to here. Does that work? I guess so. Oh no. Everybody's hungry. That's right, because these are not in... These things are not with them anymore. That makes perfect sense. Just dump a lot of food onto Lug, it'll all get passed out. And double. We'll make it, he's getting ready for trouble and making a double. And suddenly you're ready to see everybody eat all at once. Alright, is anybody still starving? No. Okay, how much food do you have left on you? A decent amount. What? Where did they go? Where did they go? Let's try that, and let's try this. Okay. Let's have you guys run over there. Maybe that'll get you out from underneath the ground. No. They are just under the ground. Okay, now there they are. They've come back out. They've resurfaced. What are they fighting? A red saber. Oh, he's dead. He's screwed. Okay, future clowns. Where are you guys? You're there. Cool. Okay. Let's go to Clown Farm. Have everybody come over here. Alright. Anytime, guys, anytime. Alright, and clown steady. Don't cause us problems. And in we go. Excellent. Everyone's now going to go lay down. Nice. Alright. Ben, you go there. Beep, you go there. Choir, here. Ogia. Fireball. Green. Silver Shades. Oh no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Where is he wanted? United Cities. Okay, let's go hand him over to the United Cities. Pick him up. Come on, Beep. Let's take him to the United Cities and get our bounty. Hello. Excellent. Now you work for me. Alright, now Beep. Now you can go over there. Oak, go ahead and lay down a Silver Shade. Silver Shade. Right. Someone needs to come pick you up. Alright, pick up Silver Shade. No. Silver Shade, pick him up. Now put him down. Go. Open the door. So Silver Shade, you run in there. Chip, you come over here and rest. Vex, you rest. Scabbard, you rest. And Zend, go ahead and rest and relax. Okay. So we can transition the future clowns into Clown Farm. Delete future clowns. And alright. Now, you guys. We can delete those orders. Have you guys come over here. The pack beasts will need to remain with us. They're just trying to stay near Beep. Which is perfectly fine. But alright, we have these guys. The problem is, we don't really have anything for them to specifically do. Those are almost full. This is working away. And we're probably going to have our expeditionary force make its way over to... We're going to have our expeditionary force make its way over to Mongrel so that they can do all this research. Of course, we could just put a small research bench here so we can get all the research ready at least. Let's see, that side is flat, so it'll probably go closer to the wall. Yeah. Alright, so we need 3 building materials. Everyone's closed at the moment, and I don't think anybody has them. So, Stacks, how's it going? Go ahead and lay down. Assault on the Holy Nation. Alright, so when we get the chance... Ah, yeah. How's everyone doing? Anybody still injured? My lug's a little injured, but not too bad. Oh, this needs to be in their backpack. Then they can eat it. Okay. But everybody who doesn't have a small thieves backpack can now get one. So you have one. You have one. You do, you do, you do. It's the new people who won't have one. And since we'll be making our way into the Ashlands at some point, having a mask that blocks gas is outrageously important. If you don't have it, you'll probably die. So... we will definitely need to take care of that. Now, our... is he the armor smith? Yes, he is. A Zig. A Zig is reliably making masterwork in specialist grade, which is fantastic. Because not only is he just a money farm, he is incredibly well. He is incredibly profitable. But it sort of does his thing a little bit. Now, Morksik, I'm going to have you auto. I'm going to have you do. So I'm going to have you take Sadniel's backpack there, Morksik. I'm going to have you inventory that. Following 2. I'm going to have you inventory that. And auto haul to there. Auto haul to there. And auto haul to there. Only to hemp processor. No, don't do that. That'll make it to where Sadniel doesn't have to do that. Which would be nice. Now, Nagala. What can I have you do? Because Marksick is going to be doing that. Nagala, I'm going to have you use that one. What is it? It's empty. Okay, let's have you... Okay, paste. Oh no, Sadnio. Okay, so Nagala, I guess you need to open that up first. Oh, you don't have any room for that. Interesting. Okay, yeah. Now you might be able to do your job. Nagala, use. Okay, yeah, that works. And then auto haul to there, and he will do his thing. Alright, Nagala. Do your thing. Buste. Holding to storage. Operating machine. Okay, that's fine. Mark's sick. His entire job is just doing this. This is his life now. He's like, this is my life. It is not good. Alright, so the expeditionary force is ready to go, I think. What are our stats like now? 72, 61. Yeah, we are really terrifying. Even the new people are just really dangerous. We can probably go take out those Inquisitors, raid Narco's trap. Marco? Narco, because Okran backwards. And see what we can do there. Alright. Sounds good. So Fen, I need you to go get 3 building supplies. Sky's open. Can you hold 3 building? I think you can. Hello! Is it me you're looking for? No, right. Cool. Okay, so Fen, you open that up. And you. Put those in there, and those, and those. Okay, sounds good. What tech can we research now? Okay, yeah, we need the bench at Mongrel to be active for us to do anything. Okay, we can run at maximum speed. Maximum overdrive. Let's build a storage here that is just food, so everybody can drop off their food. Okay, that should work. What does it need? 1 building material. Let's go in. And, you know, see what we can do. We need 1 more of those. Let's go build this. It needs 1. Sweet. Excellent. Everyone, come over here. Teamsters, you come over here. Alright, now those can't interact with this. So we're gonna have to do it. Oh, yeah. We have to do it a little bit manually. No big deal. What? Okay, there we go. Those in there. They don't eat food, so they don't really care. And the expeditionary force. Ben, take that. Alright, so now, Ben, I am going to run incredibly fast. It doesn't slow down my speed, does it? No. Alright, that's fine. I'm gonna run my way over to Mongrel. Those dudes are still there coming after us. That's ridiculous. Alright, well, let's sprint over to Mongrel. And off he goes. Somewhere. Alright, pull back. Let him go. Zoom! Zoom, zoom. Well, there's going to be much to do until we get there and see what research we can do, so we're just going to time-lapse this. Alright, so we have arrived at Mongrel. Alright, and he is currently set to ditching resources. But now that we have this and here, yeah, now we can go and use that. He's set to ditch resources, so he's getting rid of the food that he has, the excess food. We can come over here, and we don't actually need it over here to research things, I think. Or does it need to be in this general area? So if we go over here, okay, now we can, because it's now loaded into the game. Okay, so we could do that. We could do robotics, as ancient science books. Double-barreled harpoon turrets. 2 shots instead of 1. How great would that be? Strong defensive walls. We need large defensive walls first. Make our walls any bigger, we would need to rebuild them with stronger foundations. Revolving barrel harpoon turret. Crazy design, could fire 6 shots in rapid succession, although it would probably sacrifice some power and accuracy. So against stuff like cannibals, this would be fantastic. Just it's basically a Gatling gun. Double-barreled turret spotlight fitting. Nice. Advanced battery capacity, advanced capacitors. Moisture farming, we just need wells 3 for that. Okay. Wells 3, advanced stone mining, semi-automatic drills. Advanced thief training, sparring mats. Okay. Interesting. Outpost type 4. Well, let's do those. Let's do that. And hybrid skeleton lights, huh? Okay, double barrel harpoon. Revolving. Okay, we need engineering research for that one. Hydroponic wheat straw. So this could be useful for us. When we start our own town, we are going to need to be able to make our own food. So, there is that. Now we have the wheat straw, we have some vegetables, steel bars. Oh, well, this advanced stuff. And then training. Edgewalkers, that requires a bunch of AI cores, which we have, I think. Or had. Let's see. I think Outpost Type 4 is going to be like the last thing for us to get our hands on. What does a Type 4 look like? Is it that like super large one that the ruins use a lot? So crafting, we have everything out of. We need engineering research for that. Then we just need science books for those. Okay. If we get rid of that, can we reuse? No. Okay. So this is where a lot of our stuff is going to be used. But, okay, so we can research those. I have no idea what this one looks like. I'm curious to see what it looks like. You have large defensive walls and then stronger defensive walls. Be interesting. But, yeah, I guess we can do that on our own over here. Researching that. Why not? Oh, we need to go to tech. Okay, well, sounds good, I guess. What do we have there now? Okay, one AI core. We just need ancient science books. It looks. Okay, well, on the bright side, it does mean that everything that we can do with normal, just regular books is done. So now we can just focus on ancient science books and then engineering research and AI cores. We should be able, but there's a ton of ruins we haven't raided yet, so we should be able to do those no problem. So let's just wait until this research is done, and then we'll see what we can do. Alright, so that's all the research. We have all the buildings done. There are no other buildings for us to learn how to make. So, how do they look? I guess we can look at them here. Let's go into build mode. Let's go to buildings. We have the bug house. Decently sized. I remember people saying during my very first playthrough when I was doing research that the station house is pretty much just S tier. It's the best, one of the best in the game. We have an outpost 3. Oh, okay, I know what one that is. Then we have outpost 4, which is that huge one. Okay. Has 3 floors to it. Yeah, you can see a version of it down here. Ah, that's the one the ruin is usually in. It has 2 levels. And that one has 3 levels to it. 1, 2, and 3. Now I'm curious as to if you could, in theory, place what turrets you could put on there. I just wanna know. What does it require, by the way? A lot of stuff, but not too much. Right, I'm gonna have Fen run over there. He doesn't have anything to build it with, but I mean he can take care of himself, no problem. Anyways, we're just gonna see if it's possible. Like, where does it let you put defenses on this? Oh my goodness. That lag. Okay. Guess we are getting past some parts. Okay, so you can't put any defenses on this level, right? You can, but you're not putting it on it. Doesn't look like there are any defenses you can place on that level. Okay, it's only 2 stories. So there is this outside that you can use. I doubt you can go up the stair. I doubt you can climb up the ladder. But yeah. Okay. That seems to be a bit too close to them, so we'll have Fen run further out to I don't know, here or so. Alright, go Fen. Keep running. Make your way to here, I guess. Where the Fogmen have probably set up shop. And we'll try to devour you. Or is it something like we were just too close to something else? Okay, so putting that there and putting this one there, I guess. Okay. So now, where can we put defenses on these? That seems to be as level as it's going to get. So defense... mounted crossbows, I guess? So... can't be built inside incomplete buildings. Yeah, it doesn't look like it can be added to these either. These are strictly just buildings that you can't put anything on. It's good to know. Okay. Well, I mean, the more we know, right? I mean, they're big. This one's enormous on the inside. It's nice. So if we wanted to say build things, we can at least look inside of this. So I mean, that bottom floor is enormous. We could fit so much stuff down there. That one's less enormous, but you can still go outside, I think. Okay. Yeah, you can still... I think you can still go outside on, like, that balcony. I have to test that. There's nothing here that is one of the... Well, there is. It's the police station. So yeah, we'd be hanging out in a police station, basically. So we can run around in there, right? So can you get out here? You can. I don't think you can climb down the stairs, though. Well, the ladder. Okay, there's something up there. That means you could, in theory, put stuff out there. Now, of course, it isn't going to allow us to put anything up here, but... Like, yeah, you wouldn't be able to put stuff up here. So this would be a dedicated building. Dedicated purpose building. And, I mean, it's a police station. I would expect it to have some weapons on it, but it doesn't have anything. So, yeah, my assumption is that there is that you can't put defenses on that kind of building. However, you wouldn't want to put defenses on this. You want to put them up here so that they could rain death down on everything. So thinking about what we could use this for. What could we use an outpost for? It could be the entire manufactory. Like everything. What was that? Guess it was nothing. It could be the entire manufactory. It could be the entire... be all of our crafting in one building. The only problem is that it... What is its... What's the door strength? Door condition is 50... Okay, so we have 50 there. What's this door condition? 40. This one is 16. What is this gate? 90. So it would take the enemy a while to bash it in. So that is the nice part. That's defensive gate 3. Door condition up to 16. And there's building condition too, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense because you can't attack a building, as far as I understand. There's no system in place to destroy buildings. So... No, there's no system in place to destroy buildings, but there are systems in place to repair buildings that you can buy for cheap, so... Okay, well, let's see. I'm just trying to figure out why I would build one of those outposts instead of a station house. It is much more spacious. I could have one that is dedicated to housing. So here's the thing. With station houses... So there is one defensive idea. That idea is... so you put like 4 of these in your base, so like facing each other. And then in the diagonals, so if we look at it like those are the orthogonals, so west, east, north, south. So those would be the orthogonals. And in the diagonals, you put, and you have a gate that goes around and protects these. Maybe you only have 3 of them, right? But you have a reinforced, you have it to where there's a gate that has to be open to get into each one of these before they can even do anything. So like this, before anybody can get in, so we can just lock the entire place down. Then there's an outer wall that goes around them. And then within that outer wall, there's a tower, a tower, a tower, and a tower. And each tower is surrounded by its own wall as well. And so, basically, for enemies to get in, they have to first break down the wall, the outermost wall. Then they have to break into what would be the well, so we'd have 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. And so those 3 would... Yeah, those 3 would be in an inner wall called the Bastion. So we have the town wall, the inner wall, and then we would have 3 citadels. Each citadel would be a tower, and it would have its own... it would have its own wall. Because we'd have 2 citadels. One here and one there. Normally you'd only have 1 in a town. They'd be inside the bastion. So here's how it works. You have the town wall. The town wall is actually intended to be taken. As weird as that sounds, the town wall, if it falls, is not a big deal. It's kind of normal for an invading force to attack a settlement, take the town wall. Here's why. The military force that owns that town knows that as the invading force goes into the city, it will run into the citizenry. And it will have one of 2 options. The first one is it slaughters the citizenry. The second one is the citizenry get out of their way and flee the town. The third is that they start displacing the citizenry, which creates unrest, which will likely result in the citizenry attacking the invaders, while the invaders go and start occupying the town itself. And all 3 of these are really bad for the citizenry, but it also creates a situation where it slows down invaders by an insane degree. The other thing is, the invaders don't know the town very well, but the military in that town knows that town inside and out. They have drilled on how to take the town, how to protect the town. They know the best ways to get around. They know the secret good ways to get around that nobody's going to think about. Like, for example, if I need to go from this point to this point, what back alleys can I take with just a platoon of 30 soldiers to quickly and efficiently move over there and strike, attack them, do a lot of damage to, say, the invaders, and then go back that alleyway, which they're going to have trouble finding as long as we stop everybody from being able to follow us, and maybe take other alleyways to make a nice little web work so they'll get lost. So what specific paths can I take to get in and out and deal a lot of damage really quickly? So occupying a town was just a disaster. So you have the town wall. Okay, next you have the bastion. The bastion was an internal wall, and it's where the military was in mass. That's where the majority of the military lives. That's where they exist. And this is a heavily fortified area compared to the town wall, because the bastion is not intended to be taken. The bastion is intended to be as defensible as humanly possible. So when you look at old towns, and there would be like a town wall, and then there would be this hill in like the center of the town, and there would be this other town wall around that that's bigger. That's the bastion. Inside of the bastion, you have this fortress that's called the Citadel. I think that's how it works. It's either the wall, the inner wall is the Citadel, or the outer wall is the bastion. One of those two. But their fortress inside is basically just a huge kill box. It is basically just pure death. Now, you can have towers within that make this place even worse, but the gate that leads directly into the, I'm just going to say the bastion, is, I think I'd be calling it a bastion. So whatever, we'll just go with it. If you guys can use whatever the term is. It's either bastion or citadel. But anyway, when people break into that inner wall, we'll call it a bastion, they're going to be breaking through the primary gate, which leads directly into what's called a murder yard, which is basically, okay, all the bastion's defenses have been, I think it's called the citadel, all the citadels, whatever, the inner walls defenses have been firing out, killing the enemy, and this is the weakest point of the hard point that is that inner wall. So they break down that gate and they start swarming in. Well, now everybody who did that would be aware of is there are tons and tons of archers and crossbow and I guess ballista in there that is just designed to rain absolute death into that central yard, and they might have to go through more walls just to even get anywhere else. So it's just pure death from every direction when they make their way in there. And then they have to either take those side buildings and try to get in that way, or take the walls of Citadel, I think, or storm the castle and try to break into, well, castle, this inner fortress, to try and break into that so that they can then take that. But that central fortress, which we can't do in Kenshi, was even worse, because it was designed purposefully to confuse people, to have it to where there's like a sudden like angle change in a hallway when it gets really narrow or something, so that people have to go through it one by one. So you can literally just have a squad of people lock down an entire area where enemies are trying to come in, and just, you know, you can just have a shield wall that's spears. You can have a bunch of pikemen, which are normally terrible indoors, instead just sit there, because people have to go through this opening that's the size of a door, so like 3 feet wide, and these people are just able to stab anybody who tries to come in there. So you can so that inner fortress within what I'm thinking is, if I remember correctly, it's called the Citadel, the inner wall, is just absolute death to get anywhere into. And so if you've ever heard that you have to spend like 10 times as many people as the defenders need, this is one of the reasons why. You're going to lose like everyone trying to break into a fortress. You'll take the city pretty easily. Then the Citadel, the inner wall, you'll take that with a ton of casualties once you actually get there. And then the inner fortress, actually taking everything over, will cost you the most casualties, simply because, I mean, casualties in per space, I suppose, it will cost you the most. In almost every case, historically, they would not even try to raid that fortress. They would instead pull back to the Citadel's walls, and they would just starve them out, because it's death to go in there. And so, just the thing, okay, we're going to starve them out, and when they eventually give up, we will take everybody who's important and just let the rest of them leave, or we'll take them as prisoners of war or something and get information out of them, or offer them deals so they switch sides and join us, you know, something like that. But it was just absolute death to go anywhere near those. And everyone knew it. Nobody wanted to do it. Usually, whenever they attacked those, it was when they were trying to destroy a nation, and that's where the ruler was, the king, the queen, the emperor, whatever. But yeah, you don't want to go anywhere near that. And the entire thing is made out of stone, typically, so you can't just burn it down. All kinds of strategies, like smoking them out. But anyway, guys probably don't care. Just, yeah, this stuff is really exciting. But yeah, interesting. Usually those fortresses had massive supplies and hidden stairways down into a basement that was filled with, that had a huge larder and all kinds of stuff. So they were designed to just last forever. They were designed to be able to hold out for months, if not years. Usually months. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, they only need to hold out for long enough for reinforcements to come around and drive off the enemy forces, which they might not be able to do. But anyway, that aside, I would like to know if I could put turrets on this. I'd imagine you can. Because we would see, like, smuggler outposts, and they were like this, and they'd have turrets on them. So it could be the case. But I don't know what they can do in dev mode that you can't do here. Anyway. Because, like, we can't see it over here because we don't own it. But if we... Like with this one, we own this. So we can see all the points we can put turrets on. If we build something out near Fen, like the thing that's confusing here is this. We can say, okay, I want to build a bug house. We can confirm it. And then if I go and say I want to build defenses, well, I can see all the places I can put it. So that leads me to believe, perhaps erroneously, that these can't actually have turrets placed on them. Which, if that's true, is terrible. Because they could make great defensive points as well. It's just by then you have watchtowers, which are just like the best defensive buildings you can make. So, I mean, you can make them up here after it's done building. You can do that. But my fear is that they might not be able to fire down once the enemies get up here and start trying to bust that down. So, anyway, that's just what I'm thinking. But those probably have the best in terms of doors. Let's compare that to this. So your door is... So that door is 16. Whereas the other door was 60. So in terms of defensibility, the other door will last way longer. Way, way longer. Before it gets bashed down. Which could be the difference between, you know, life and death, essentially. 40, you know, 16. 16 was pretty standard, so I'm thinking just for survivability, these would be better. And then, yeah, because if it's a wooden door, they're just gonna kick it down, no problems. Yeah, but just also, you know, they'll have these. Oh, well, the watchtowers, they have a door no, that's this. But alright, okay, as far as I can tell, you can't put turrets up here. But what could we do? Like, if we, in theory, owned one of these. First off, let's go to where Fen is and cancel that. It's around here somewhere, right? He's not trying to build anything? Okay, we did cancel it, right? So there isn't just going to be some random building he's trying to build? Okay. Okay, so in theory, what could we put out there? Like, supplies, rain catchers, if we needed rain. Hydroponics. Ooh, we could do that. Like, we were in the Deadlands, we could put hydroponics all on the outside and on the inside. So that's something we could do. Because evidently the acid rain in the Deadlands still... petting the cat. The hydroponic, the rain in the Deadlands still counts as rain. So we could do that. But yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll see. We will see. Yeah, I think we'll use these instead of station houses. Simply so we can use them. I would like... Yeah, it's only 2 stories tall. This one's 2 stories tall as well. This one's door is stronger. By 10 points. Okay, yeah, we'll see. Alright, so, Fen, let's get you back into Mongrel, so you don't die. Alright, let's go. Alrighty. Cool. And, yeah. This is called a snail house. Yeah. Its door isn't very good either. But let's see. What is a size comparison? That is a size comparison. It is as big as this is, but it's round. And it has another story that is about as big as it is, but has some walls in the way. Okay. Sounds good. Alright. Okay, so last time we did a bunch of stuff. It's the recording session, you can tell because it's short, but alright, they are all ready. When we jacked them up for the crab set armor, I guess. But what we've got now. It's a bunch of stuff. And yeah, we talked about bases at the end of... at the end. I don't know last time. I don't know last recording. I don't know if that's interesting to you or not, but... it is what it is. I have an idea. So, I have a dream. That dream has me putting a base in the Royal Valley. Somewhere. But I know that putting that base in the Royal Valley will end up with us getting absolutely riggedy wrecked right now. So, we're not going to do that just yet. Instead, we probably should make our way over to Muir, where we can then go check out the Royal Valley and see what that is. Sonorous Dock. I think we can also swim over to the Ashlands from here. We want another place, another like area to cross in. We can go through here as well.